The interesting aspect about this project was that the client had actually sought out to make sure that Rangitāne were involved with the project, and I thought that was a really great start. I think an enlightened client would seek these opportunities, and I realised when we were doing this, and in particular when we were working with Warren, who was the person, I just thought this is going to go really well, or we're going to have this amazing thing that's going to sort of like move the university.
The inspiration sort of came out of the research really, but what I did come across was a very old waiata that was written by a man by the name of Tautu. He was the grandfather of the Reretua, and the Reretua was the second wife of Whātonga, and Whātonga's grandson was known as Rangitāne. So there's a line of whakapapa that links us together. So Tautu, he was a tohunga, and he would use the huia as a medium to talk to our ancestors and to have spiritual messages brought to him. On one occasion he released the bird into the trees on the Tararua range, and the bird turned on the branch and made a series of utterances to him, and he took these utterances and created a waiata, and it's that waiata that has become the cultural narrative for the project. Although I was asked to represent Rangitāne on this project, I also wanted to have others take part in it. Hence why we have Rewete Arapere, and he's doing large murals in two parts of the building. The other is James Molina, who we got to do the design work of the po outside.
For most people who see it for the first time, it should be something they come back to and see a different thing in it every time. So even though it's very busy, there's an area there which needed to be calm, and to me the calm area is at the top, where you've got almost like looking through the bush in a canopy where you see light coming in. So I like the idea that you've got to find something in it rather than it telling you.
With having these artworks displayed in the vet school, I'd like the students to be able to know that that's a comfortable space that observes and interacts with the taiao we live in, and for us to be custodians and protectors of the land, the ocean, and the rivers that we live around, and that we all have a role to play in looking after the environment.
The thing I am most proud of is that Rangitāne have got a narrative that is relevant, and the building is meaningful in terms of its name and its function.
We've tried to embed all kinds of things in the building to express the relationship between male and female, the things that we can learn from these birds, especially that they nurture each other. And the narrative I'm hoping would be used as a way of the lecturer nurturing the student as the huia would through their study.